I was part of the other program anyhow. I mean, as far as food and clothes and, I mean.
You were giving it out all year long, but the Salvation Army did it at Christmas.
At Christmas time.
And so then when they pulled out the toys that were already there, Toy Chest had gone to the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
They joined with you, and it became
Yeah.
but you don't remember what year that was.
I don't know what year that
Christmas for the Needy.
was. It was Christmas
was
for the
born.
Needy, whenever that, about 1986.
Now, I just got a letter
I know, yeah, for money.
for money. Well, that's okay.
Do you know why we do that? It's done that way because the United Way had their drive in September, October, November, and they don't want any of the agencies that receive money from them doing a side.
Right.
So we have Christmas in July.
Well, I know that also it mentioned that they'd be preparing things for school or for students or for children starting school that didn't have.
We do.
So that's another aspect of this.
Next week we give, and how that started. We give underwear and socks and combs and shampoo and all that stuff in August. But how we started doing socks and underwear particularly was when I was working in school, and I went down to Dresden, and there was a little girl down there about 4th grade, and her mother had died in the summer, and I had been in and out with her and with the children and with the mother and what have you. And I said to her, "What would you like for Christmas?" And she said, "New underwear." And I got to thinking, here's this child, no mother, and I asked her what she wants for Christmas. She says, new underwear. And it dawned on me that in 4th grade they have to go into the locker room and change their clothes.
That's right.
And so we started giving underwear and socks.
Didn't want to be embarrassed with.
She didn't want to be embarrassed, and they
the other girls.
Either they didn't have any underwear, or the underwear was they didn't.
Oh.
And she was. So we started giving underwear. That's how that started. And then when we had extra underwear at Christmas time, and Barb Morris had the clothing up and all that kind of stuff, we decided we could give them underwear and socks to
It
start
gives them a
school.
lot of a big boost to start
Yeah,
school
it
when
does.
they have the things that other people
Yeah,
expect
right.
that they can buy. If they
They
don't have
can't.
money, they can't go out and buy those
They
things.
can't. And now I'm going to tell you, with not being able to buy anything in Penn Yan, you can't buy underwear and socks in Penn Yan.
No, it
I
is.
was looking at that at Christmas time because our church always runs during the Sunday school program underwear and socks,
Mhm.
and they string them along
Mhm.
up as you bring them in. This year I was amazed. We had many fewer, but the older people can't
Can't
go
get them.
out of town, and
That's
there
right.
is no place
That's
in Penn Yan right now that you can buy a pair of underpants.
It's it's a fact. The college girls. I had a college boy living with me for 4 years, and that's one of the things he said that's beginning to discuss among the students at the college, that there's no place to buy anything that they need. The girls need.
Yes, that's true.
They like socks, and their stockings wear out, and and he said, he came to me and he said, there's no place in Penn Yan
Really
you
miss
can
Ames.
buy underwear and socks.
Now, P&C has added some things
Have they?
to make up for, I think, what Ames used to get, but it's not like Ames, and we used to have so many choices.
Mhm.
We used to have the surplus outlet.
That's right.
You could go and buy the same kinds of things, sort of, for
And
clothing.
the warehouse outlet
And the
across
warehouse
the street.
outlet, and before that, of course, we had Grants and
Grants.
Newberries,
right.
but now we have nothing. I
Nothing.
hope that's
I
taken
hope
care of
that
soon.
doesn't last. We really do need a lot of
Well,
things.
this has been very interesting, talking about all the things you have done. Is there anything else that you want to add as words of wisdom to, or any last comments?
There's another overlap. Wasn't it Corey who mentioned Head Start and your involvement in Head Start program?
I was.
Weren't you?
Well, that was the pre-kindergarten.
That was
That's
pre-kindergarten.
pre-kindergarten.
That's pre-kindergarten.
What you were talking about is pre-kindergarten.
That was before Head Start.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess actually they were, what was it, a program, an experimental program for Head Start, is the way
Mhm.
Corey explained it. And they, as I recall, she said they needed you because they had to find the families that would
That's why I
qualify.
went out and found I went out
But
and
she
then
was
listened
all-
to
yeah.
families.
You were
That's what
already
we started
doing
in
it.
1966.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the reasons. Well, I was already hired when they got the experimental pre-kindergarten program started. And I went out and talked the families into it, and some of them would say, an extra year of school, and I said, this one they'll like.
This one they like.